Now we're going to look at Google Insights to see a keyword and see how popular it is all year round, see if it's actually popular at all. If not, you might be getting good searches, but if it's coming from the wrong crowd or a wrong country that you don't want to target, there's no point in targeting it because you're just going to get wrong traffic, and that's what you don't want, basically. So go to Google, type in Google Insights, and it comes up at the top. I've already got mine loaded up here. Slightly different than the keyword tool that we used before, but here you can actually type in a search tool term and actually see how well it's actually doing across the world. So for our search term, it's going to be search engine optimization. And the filters, we've got web search, image search, news search, product search. We just need web search, but we're going to do worldwide to start with. But obviously, if you're going to be targeting your website and it's only in a specific area, so if you're a company in the US and you don't want business elsewhere, for example, put it into the United States in this category here. If you're from the United Kingdom and you're selling products in the United Kingdom, keep with your country because you're going to get much more of an accurate response back through this application. Bear in mind as well, your domain names count for a lot of how your location affects you. So for example, if you have a .com domain name, it's going to do well in America. I know you can use website tools with Google, but still you get higher priorities with .com domains, especially in Google.com. If you're from the United Kingdom, obviously you want to buy a .co.uk domain name because that's who you're targeting. So ignore about .com being better. Okay, it does look better on paper, but it won't do better in Google. So if you're looking at buying a new domain name, always buy a .co.uk. If you're from the UK, if you're from the US, buy .com, .net, whatever takes your fancy with the US. If you're from Spain, .es. If you're from France, .fr. If you're from China, .cn. You get the picture. Always stick with your region. If you're a global website or a global company which deals with multiple countries all over the world, the biggest mistake what people do is buy a .com and then have multiple languages actually in that website. It's a wrong thing you could do. What you're best doing is having the .com as your landing page and then buy each individual domain name for your language. It will do so much better for you in Google. It's unbelievable, and it's a big mistake that corporations do today is have one website with multiple languages. It's a really, really bad thing to do, to be honest. So in this case, we're going to do worldwide just to see how the world searches for Google on Google for search engine optimization. You can do up to the current date, but we're not going to do up to the current stage. We're going to do for the past 12 months because we want to see what the trends are. Categories, leave it as it is. So let's do a search. As you can see here, this is actually the interest over time since last year. You can see it dips slightly. Now you can see there's a dip here on January and Christmas. I mean, that's perfectly normal in any business because people are packing up for the holidays and basically people haven't got money and they'd rather wait until January to pick back up. Right, if you scroll down, you can actually see the regional interest. It's a surprise, you've got India as number one. I don't know if you get spammed over and over and over. Now, we could do search engine optimization. We're from India, blah, blah, blah. Save your money. Do it yourself. You know, using companies, especially in foreign countries like India, Philippines, you name it. Chances are they'll have software, probably black hat software, and all you're going to do yourself is damage by actually using other forms of countries. I'm not saying all of them are like that. It's one of them things, but you can do it yourself with my tutorials and save yourself money. It's just that on a daily basis I check my email and I get about 5 or 6 emails a day from companies in India saying that they can do search engine optimization for me. Be very, very cautious. It's like giving a total stranger keys to your shop. You give them the keys to your shop, they mess around with the keywords, they throw backlinks which could be bad backlinks to your website. You can end up losing more traffic. So be very selective of who you use. But as you can see, the other regional interests, ignoring 1 and 2, is the United States. And that's probably because people are looking to do it themselves. Canada is obviously second, Australia third, United Kingdom fourth. The rest are just very, very low. But then you can actually look at the search terms, and this is actually pulling the data off the keyword tool that we used before. And then you can see that you got other alternatives, which is SEO optimization. Then you got SEO, which is search engine optimization, but make sure Google search engine, you see the popularities. But we know this already because we've used the Google keyword tool before. So if you're going to be targeting a specific keyword for your industry, for your website, check for that. If you can, check every single word that we did on the last tutorial, or the best keywords that you selected with the high traffic, and see which dips, because chances are you might find a good keyword which is getting good traffic for this month, but at the same time it might only be good for that month, and 11 months of the year it's pretty bad. So you need to look for a consistent domain name keyword, which will in this case be the keywords from our last tutorial. Hope that makes any sense. If it doesn't, I'll go through more information later on, but this is basically to check the trends of a keyword which we'll be using for our domain name later on. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.